This video isn't going to be on brand for my channel, but this is an idea I have that I believe is completely unique to myself, and it's an idea I really want to spread, and that is my theory of human history. I think the fact that we measure human history in terms of rotations around the sun, years, is faulty, and we should be measuring human history in man hours. And if you measure human history in man hours, then you get a bell curve. And at the height of that bell curve is probably maybe 5 years ago now, where humanity's population peaked before the demographic crash began. Um, and so the majority of human history has taken place, the vast majority, in the last 100 years, if you measure it this way. And if you think about it in that way, certain implications hit you like a ton of bricks. And what I mean by this is the vast majority of human events are taking place right now because the vast majority of people who have ever been on the planet are on the planet right now, or have been on the planet in the last 50 years or so. So people are fond of saying, like women were oppressed by men for the vast majority of human history, and therefore we're just beginning to get back to balance with what feminism is doing. And it's kind of like men owe women and whatever. Well, if you think about it in terms of man hours, the vast majority of human history has actually been under female dominance now. Because when the majority of people were on the planet, feminism was already in a somewhat advanced state. It was already in the second or third wave. Just in the last 80 years, I think it is, the number of people on the planet quadrupled from 2 billion to 8 billion. So this is how my theory of human history works. And if you think about the majority of all human history took place in what we think of objectively in the last 50 years, but subjectively it was the vast majority of human history, you start to completely rethink your models of how history works. Furthermore, when you understand the coming demographic crash, which has already begun, which we already see the implications of somewhat in Korea, Japan, and China now, you realize that human history is beginning to slow down. The majority of history took place in the last 25 to 50 years, and what's going to happen moving forward will be time essentially slowing down, history slowing down, less and less events taking place as more and more people die off. And that's also an interesting thing to think about. So we're going to see a slowdown of events, essentially, and things are going to restabilize as a result of that. And probably there will be a lot of death and chaos and destructurization of governments until a new order gets reestablished.